Okay, so we're live again. Now we're using my phone's camera. I found a way to use it, so we're good. Um, we're good for now. And okay, we have audio as well, and then Ableton's audio. Oh yeah, so okay, so we're live again. My other camera shut down earlier, so um, I was explaining on my current project how I use reference tracks. In this case, I was using a Rainier reference track for this song called Eating Concrete. And the reason why I like this one is because for me it was it's very like first of all I love it. Um, I thought it was sick the first time I heard it. Like it just I just wanted to dance to it. So um, then later in production, why I decided to use it as a reference track is because I felt like I understood the structure of it very well. I could tell when a new sound was coming in and when a new sound was getting removed, and when uh, the lead was approaching, and I felt like I could tell the instruments that were playing at a certain time. um, and I felt like I could recreate a similar track if I just follow step by step from the beginning, and I would add my own elements with my own sounds, and just to both by following the same structure then. So that's what I was explaining, and um, you know, for example, this is how the original track, the reference track sounds. Oh, actually, that's my track. Sorry. But you see, it's kind of like similar elements, right? Obviously, Rainer's uh, sounds are way better, right? I mean, he uses analog and um, probably, I mean, he's better at sound selection than me, and but it's the category of sounds. I could tell, how there's a kick here, right? And how there's like a rolling bass as well, right? Um, so I try to follow like um, those that structure, of the sounds that would that appear at a certain time, and that was my guide. That's why I loved using this one as reference because I could tell uh, when certain sounds will come in. So I just try to recreate that and follow it like a map, just with my own sounds, just to get a or with my own samples, just to get a structure of a track just going. Driving bass and a kick rather. Eventually, at this point, there's a close hat that comes in. I just try to follow that. Like I could understand, like okay, there's a kick, rolling bass, a hat, right? Maybe three sounds. Okay, what's next? Let me just start building, continue it, and that's like a learning process for me, just so I could learn this structure and apply it in the future, or there's some staffs that come right there, and I love that lead that eventually, you know, it's very subtle, closed, but it starts to be filtered out eventually. No, filtered in. Um, Slowly, it's almost like the same lead always, the same acid lead, but it just little by little starts building to it until when all the rolling bass, the kick, it's fully out, and that lead is also out. It's very subtle first. That little lead right there. Doom, doom, doom. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Doom, 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 doom. Just little by little. Stab. Different hat. Or maybe like with an effect. There's like a build up right there. And then stab. So yeah. I was like, okay, it's like I could understand this, so let me try to recreate it with different sound. I mean, similar sounds, but not the same ones, obviously. Different hats there. And that lead is just it's being filtered in. The same thing, but it just starts building. It's coming, rather, right? And it's not. It doesn't end up coming. It just again it goes back to being filtered, and the rolling bass is fully out right there, so pretty much you get. I mean, it's not like, yeah, I love this track, but I mean, oh, this video is just gonna be. I don't want it to be just like, oh, like talking about all the things I love about this track and how I understand every. It's like an analysis, right? I was doing an analysis, but I wanna compare it now to the track that I first built based on the reference one that I just try to follow step by step from the beginning, right? Kick and all that. So I loaded it right here, the very early version of it. Obviously not mixed or mastered, just the idea down of the writing, and I kind of try to follow like the same structure, right? And it helped me a lot. This is what I ended up doing. Again, I have a kick, a rolling bass, right? Kind of like a rolling bass, and a hi-hat, which it doesn't start here. It start. I don't know why I put it since the beginning, but it should have started right here. Right here, I put another one. I guess it's a different one. And you could tell also there's like I try to do like the same idea of the lead acid synth, kind of like filtered out and then slowly coming in. Risers too, wherever risers were. Oh, okay. Sorry. And I even, follow the steps as well, wherever. Same idea, right? Stabs and then different hi-hats right there. Different hi-hats, and the lead's still there, just slowly building. Let's hope my phone now doesn't die, but Obviously, the sounds are not the same, right? But it's a track, that I did. So similar structure and elements. The lead coming in too slowly, being filtered in. The rolling bass right there fully out like in the original one. And I don't know if you remember, but the lead acid bass it got again filtered. It was not fully out, and that's the same thing. It's in the background, right? Coming in slowly. Slowly. I added like another lead, similar notes and lead, but it's just like a different sound, I guess, from the previous one that I had. Eventually, you diverge, like you don't stay the same as a structure or the same rhythm or vibe, but it takes you somewhere and then you come back to where the structure was taking you. Whereas, for example, than the original. The stabs break, which they also have it in the original. Like a similar, obviously it's not way better. This one's way better, right? For learning purposes, though, it does help. Slowly again, right? Bringing it. I did something completely. Well, I did the break, right? And I decided to add like a break. But I wanted to make it like dubstep. Just for that section, right? I don't know why. Like sometimes I've heard these on techno tracks. Like they add like these trap breaks or dubstep sometimes, or even like a break beat of like drum and bass, and it just like gives it a different vibe, right? Like, oh damn, like I could just for this break I could feel like a different type of person. Like it's not just the techno I was just dancing to. It's just like like a different beat, right? It's not something I would do often, but I think it would be cool if I was experiencing this live, just to like go hard for like a bit, like a little bit, right? And then it comes back to starts building again, slowly. And that was like a little different variation, which I like it more than the first drop, Like the lead not out at all, just like a low bass, rolling bass, and not even. And that driving lead from the first drop, right? and this is for the second drop. That's where I try to create like something different, not just like that little acid lead that was building. I just use a different preset here, and that like I call it like high low type of style of lead came in, and it sounded like good, like it had a good rhythm and drive, I guess. And that's when I decided to add it to the first drop, but it originally was figured on for the second drop. And I don't know why we're listening to high low, right? Like high low or something. I don't know. Damn, and these hi hats are like just so good, you know. And then right there, it's just I gave up. There's like a section on the original one where it's just like a build up, and then like it's just the outro. Yeah, so I tried to do something like that, but I just honestly didn't like it. Like an outro, I guess. Just okay, yeah. So you guys get the point. So that was the original idea, and that's how the project was built. Like this whole project was this pretty much, and I thought it was good, but like not obviously as good to like really like obviously release it or spend time on mixing it, or maybe who knows. Well, I don't know if I can anymore because like this whole project in the middle, it's what this was, and it got changed completely. Or it follows similar structure, but new sounds were added, and then um, the stabs, for example, were kept. Um, and it was just like it made into like a different now. Like I went on my own kind of path, but I already had the structure of the original one. Because the reason that I did that is because it was because I downloaded the vocals for Techno Code by Enrico San Giuliano, and from his website, and the vocals are amazing. Like the track, that track is insane. Everything that Enrico it's makes is like out of this world, honestly. And I love the original track, obviously. And the vocals are great as well. Like um, so having access to the vocals, then I could add them to an already existing track I had, or I could just create a new track with them, right? So what I did is like, okay, let me look at some of my projects and let me see where can I add this at, and I was like, okay, let me try to add it to this one because I feel like it's missing something, right? It's probably missing a lot of things. I mean, I'm just a beginner still, so um, but I decided to add it and just play around, and I just dropped it here, and then like I started playing around with the vocals, and eventually like it started kind of building, and I think one of the things, I know I'm speaking a lot, but I mean this is what it is, right? This live stream is just laid back. But one of the things I think why it faded is was because you know how in this track it says like it's about how it explains, like the vocal explains like, oh, uh the lead is coming and it's building, right? Like the main part of the track it's coming in. It's uh it's gonna happen, right? and it's building up to it, and then it just happened. So I thought it was similar concept to like this original track, my reference, because you know how like that little acid lead, it just slowly build into it, and it's like what the main thing that drives the track. So I thought it kind of related in that sense. So um my cat. So I was like, okay, I already have something like a similar idea where the lead is building slowly. It's not fully out at the beginning. It's just slowly building, slowly being filtered, and it just at some point it's just out, right? So it was similar in that sense to the original techno code, right? So I'm like, okay, let me play around with these vocals and just drop them. So obviously the vocals are amazing, right?
The techno code.
The techno code. It's actually this second one is where I
The
drop
techno code.
and the part what I'm talking about where it's just
And now, wait for it.
right there.
Here comes the moment you've been waiting for. The main theme.
The main theme.
It's creeping in.
It's creeping in.
Subtle at first.
Subtle at first.
But unmistakable.
But unmistakable. Whatever.
It's haunting.
It's haunting.
It's captivating.
It's captivating.
Feel its power.
Feel its power.
Here we go. The techno code.
And then, you know, in the original track, it drops right there like the drop with the lead and stuff. So I built based on what I had. I added the vocals and slowly I started getting like some stuff. So let's hear it right now. Let's see what we have. Still working on it, obviously, but I'm liking how it's sounding because there's this lead I love.
The techno code.
I have a kick, the original kick probably from the original one. I added this rolling bass that is like a
The
low
techno
one,
code.
not like a high rolling bass, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more like a bassy rolling bass. Okay, and that just I before yesterday I had another rolling bass that it just didn't sound good. It was like the one in my original track, right? It was the one I showed you guys earlier. It didn't sound good because it was like a like too. I don't know if I'm correct since I'm still learning, but it was too wide. I guess it was too and too high. I feel it didn't feel as tight. Now it feels more tight, like the kick and the bass, I guess. But I changed it, so I just kept the same note, and then I just changed the preset, and then to like a lower type of bass, and because obviously if I don't put a rolling bass, I just have the kick.
The techno code.
Which doesn't sound that bad. I mean, like, oh my god, this cat.
The techno code.
Yeah, so I added that bass.
The techno code.
I don't think it's interfering with it since I have an LFO. Oh yeah, it's not interfering with the kick right now.
The techno code.
The kick is fully out, fully bass, fully out, not filter at all.
The techno code. The techno code.
This hat, which I might remove actually, because I feel like it's too harsh. I don't know. I went part by part, pretty much. 16 bars, and then I went to another 16, and then I felt like I needed to add something, stuff like that. And I went like that, little by little. Just that's what I did yesterday. The second part right
The
here,
techno code.
at the 16 bar, I had this like little acid bass, which is just like ear candy. Just like
The techno code. These are my rules. The techno code.
and the lead that I was able to figure out, or that I ended up um I ended up coming up with, that's the one that you can hear. It's a high lead. It's not really like an acid lead or nothing. It's like an actual synth, melodic, more melodic. Um, my cat, he wants to hang out right here, but yeah. So it's more melodic. Um, but it's slowly. It's not that one. It's not the acid. That's just like
These are my rules. The techno code.
I just felt like I needed that, like that there. Well, that's the lead that you can hear in the background a little bit coming in. But obviously, I don't
The
release
techno
it.
code.
Right? I don't release it like I want to keep holding it special, so I'll release it at the right moment.
These are my rules. The techno code.
Oh my god.
Welcome to a journey through the depths of classic techno. We'll be following a series of rules, a disciplined construction of sound shaped to captivate and move you. Yes, here we go. The techno code.
And I did more ear candy right there, right? Doo-doo. And then the other one kind of like they're talking, right? I guess a little bit.
And
I
now,
still have the stabs from the original track, right?
and now, wait.
Now I said now at the same time, but now right there, that's where that main lead that I feel bad for my cat. It's just looking at me. That main lead is just it's building up, and it goes along with the vocals. That's a special one though. That's a special one that I think it's the one that makes the track stand out.
And now, wait for it. Here comes the moment you've been waiting for. The main theme. It's creeping in.
And I did like a version of that one that you hear. That lead, it's like a different one, with a different preset. It's more high. It's more like a lead. This one sounds more like a bass. And it also yeah, it's like an LFO that makes it like it gives it like a rhythm. It gives it like a rhythm.
And now, wait for it. Here comes the moment you've been waiting for. The main theme.
You can hear it in the background.
It's creeping in.
Slowly,
Subtle at first,
but it's coming.
but unmistakable. It's haunting. It's captivating. Feel its power. Here we go. The techno code.
missing something. I'm not liking it at 100% because it's building.
Techno code.
And I don't release them. There's like the bass lead. This one that it's there. But like, I feel like we expected more, right? Which is coming. That other um high lead. My cat. it's it's coming, but it's coming, but more over here, right? I didn't want to give it at the beginning because then it would be like all these bars just of that. So it's just this, but like, and there's like a rolling bass, the one from the beginning. So I had this other one. I added it, but I feel like it just didn't sound good with it. So I don't know what you guys think.
Here we go. The techno code.
I feel like it sounds better with just this one, but I still feel like it's missing something. So I don't know. I feel like I might add. I still need to work on that and add something else. Um, add something else. Um, so yeah, we'll see. But right now we have that. Hi-hat.
Feel its power. Here we go. The techno code.
And that's the lead that I'm talking about. That sounds dope. Like this ravey type of lead. And with the other one, yeah. And then with those hi-hats, like, just makes you want to dance. Sounds dope. Have a little bit like a pad or something building.
These are my rules. The techno code.
Like right here, I love the second part of
Techno code.
it. Like rather
Here we go. The
building.
techno code.
just the beginning that I feel like it's missing something because it's just not all that in there, you know. But yeah, we'll see what we do about that. But
Here we go.
'cause
Captivating.
it's building.
Captivating. Feel its power.
I feel like
Here
I
we go.
expected something
The
more. You know?
techno code.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But then after that is the break, which I kept something similar to the original track I showed you. It was the stabs break. Um, the stabs break. And then like that type of dubstep little break I wanted to keep. I changed the drums that for the a different loop for the dubstep, just something that I felt like it hit harder. I'm still debating if I'll leave that but yeah, I added changed it a little bit. I added more ear candy there and stuff like that I had at the beginning as well.
Acid.
Oh, and then yeah, the vocal obviously. That my favorite part, where one of my favorite parts where it says, "Oh, how about a little acid or something like that?" And I added like this rolling bass, kind of like at that section. I'll just shut up and let you listen.
Should we add a little acid? Twisting your senses, warping your
I have
mind.
a little dubstep type of
This
drop.
is it. This is the moment. This is the pinnacle, the climax. This is the pinnacle, the climax. Acid.
Yeah, right there. I kind of loved how the drums, the dubstep drums, kind of like just like are hitting hard right there, like kind of riding right there. But yeah, right there I just repeated like the vocals like in a different way that is obviously not it's not like the original one, but probably gonna change it. But I just kind of like played around with it, just
Climax. Acid.
yeah, those loops, those dubstep loops are they're fire. They're from Excellent, so
Climax. Acid. Acid.
we're gonna change that obviously, but
Welcome to a journey through the depths.
now we come back again to the
Welcome to a journey.
original build.
Welcome to a journey through the depths of classic techno. We'll be following a series of rules, a disciplined construction of sound, shaped to captivate and move you. Yes, here we go. The techno code.
What I'm thinking, maybe, what if I don't add a rolling bass right there?
Shaped to captivate and move you. Yes, here we go. The techno code.
There's actually one over here. I don't even know what this is. They didn't have it at the beginning. I'm probably gonna erase it from here.
Go. The techno code. Creeping in. Subtle at first, but unmistakable.
There's that lead. Or can I just erase it?
These are my rules. The techno code.
I just don't know if like I have like a filtering thing happening here, so that's why I just left this one right here. And maybe without rolling bass, just you can just hear the lead coming in.
And now, wait for it. Here comes the moment you've been waiting for. The main theme. It's creeping in. Subtle at first, but unmistakable. It's haunting. It's captivating.
You cannot even hear it, but maybe you could feel it.
These are my rules.
I just love that lead. Like it just feels ravey and rhythmic. I don't know.
Unmistakable.
Along with those hi hats.
It's haunting. It's
Without the
captivating.
hi hats, I don't think. The harmony too, like that pad adds like feels good when it's added. Like a build up. Oh something's coming. Or like we're riding these.
These are my rules. The techno code.
What happened right there? What happened right there? Why doesn't this continue over there?
Techno code. These are my rules. The techno code.
And
These are my rules. The techno code.
this is that break I had before, which I didn't like, and that it goes into the outro. But now I do like it because I don't know, it kind of builds better. And then the outro, it's like it's good. Like you want to keep, you don't want it to end. You want to keep going. That lead, you know. They just feel like a different song here at this point. It's good like on the outro, but it kind of feels like a different track, or like I could use this somewhere in this track. I don't know, because we have the lead out, you know, right at the beginning of it, which we didn't do it on the other ones. And we have some acid lead too, like the Ear Candy had added at the beginning. It's also here. Sounds good. Yeah, like what I was playing with some these evil sounds. This pack is it's insane. I love it. This one and the techno one that he has, it's like top notch. I wouldn't be able to do this without this. But yeah, like drum loops, top loops. I was just playing around and like just kind of like adding some right here, and it's like another drop, honestly. Yeah. That already that already sounds insane. Like like a freaking rhythm, and it has like a snare, huh? That it just makes it like hit harder. Like it just makes it drives you more. Obviously, without it, kind of builds tension. Like okay, there's no snare, but then with the snare, it just hits you in the face. It's just harder. Like makes you move your head more. It would be like for good for the second part of this drop to add them, but or we get them started with all of it at the beginning. That just tells me this loop, for example, maybe it's not. It sounds amazing, like it sounds hard, but maybe like some of the hats are not appropriate. Um, but what it tells me is that like a snare would be will sound dope right here, like a snare, because it just kind of hits harder for some reason. Like it just makes you it drives more. Yep, like a snare is what. That lead is asking for like a snare to get slapped. So how about snare? No, I just have the kick. Yeah. But it even this one has a snare too. This loop has a snare. It's like it's different than the other ones. It's more subtle, but and the hats too. But it still makes it sound hard. When that snare hits, it just makes it sound hard. Yeah, so we're gonna add a snare at this section. That one also has a snare. No. Mm-mm. I feel bad for my cat trying to just be here with me. I feel bad. He just looks at me like sad. Okay, let's just add this section. that sounds like the snare sounds hard, but maybe too hard for this. Yeah, too hard. Ooh. Yeah, what? No. That's supposed to be like trance, Euro trance. That sounds great. Yeah, the beginning ones are. Yeah, but I think best is to use like an actual techno. Let's look at. Let's see. Pack drum loops, like one with like a snare. This one don't have snare. Hat loops maybe. Cause I already had a loop. Maybe here.
Unmistakable. It's haunting. It's captive. These are my rules. The techno code. These are my rules. The techno code.
not snare high, it's a clap. It will be a clap what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a shorter one. Let's see. I think this one. Mm-hmm. Now the question is, do we wanna start with it, or do we wanna bring it after some time, after like the 16 bars? Right. Maybe we don't wanna bring it right here. Or maybe we don't wanna bring the how many? Let's see, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right here, it's where Maybe we could bring it right here. Maybe the lead doesn't have to go all the way out like that. Where's the middle? It's right here. So slowly coming in. Hi-hats come. Snare. This is some other hi-hat I had. I'm gonna erase it. The snare, it's over here. I did this snare. Right here, something happened. Okay, that's good. Damn, these ones are bad. So should be good right here. Whatever it ends right here, whatever. This is what we're just working on this. Let's say before. don't know if I like those hi hats. I mean, those are the ones I've been using on the all of the drop, but it'd be good to add that these ones right here. When dash shades right here.
The Techno Code. The Techno Code. These are my rules. The Techno Code. The Techno Code. The Techno Code. The Techno Code.
It's just like another drop, honestly. It's supposed to be an outro, right?
The Techno Code.
We can have the lead filtered out at the last. So like right here maybe. We'll have it.
The Techno Code.
Yep, something like that. It's taking shape, it's taking shape. That's a good thing about it. I have other things I would like to add, like, you know, the first part of the drop. I don't know if I should.
Techno Code.
Yeah, that rolling bass, I don't know if I like it there. Without it, maybe?
Captivating. Feel its power. Here we go. The Techno Code.
I like it better. That's what we're gonna hear. Like, we hear at the club. Boom, boom. Oh, wait, right here. Boom, 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 boom. We could have that one built, getting built, getting filtered in. Let's see. How would that work? Slowly. How would I do that? Okay. Maybe like this. know, but I don't like. I don't want the bass of this, so maybe just that.
Feel its power. Here we go. The techno code.
Something like that. So here.
Feel its
Like in the background, maybe.
Feel its power. Here we go.
More
The
like
techno code.
over here.
Feel its power. Here we go. The techno code. Feel its power.
Something like that. We'll see.
Feel its power. Here we go. The techno code.
Yeah. Right here, no.
These are my rules. The techno code.
Stops.
Should we add a little acid? Twisting your senses, warping your mind. This is it. This is the moment. This is the pinnacle, the climax. This is the pinnacle, the climax. Acid. Acid.
Headbang for a bit.
Welcome to a journey through the depths of classic techno. We'll be following a series of rules, a disciplined construction of sound, shaped to captivate and move you. Yes, here we go. The techno code.
Over here has that bass. No, I don't want it. Well, we could do the same thing from before. We could copy it. And we could paste it. Over here we're not
comes the moment you've been waiting for. The main theme. It's creeping in. Subtle at first, but unmistakable. It's haunting. It's captivating. These are my rules.